In this video, I'm going to share with you for free one of the strongest indicators that you can use, not just as a trader, but more importantly, as a long-term investor. And using this strategy alone over the past 24 years on AMD, you would have made a 1,800% return, while buying and holding the stock would have only resulted in a 280% profit. Now, that indicator that we are going to be talking about today is the BX trender. More importantly, the BX trender on a monthly time frame. Now, if you want to get access to this indicator and learn how to set it up in less than 30 minutes, go down to our course library in the description of this video or the first comment on X, and you can take that course completely for free. Our entire trading system is over there, each and every single step of the way, completely for free. Essentially, what this indicator does is it shows buying and selling pressure at the bottom of your screen. When the BX trender is green, it means that buyers are entering the market. This is a market condition or an environment in which we want to be in. We don't want to be in this market when it is red, because it either means that the stock is going to pull back and sell off, which is not what we want, or it means that we're just not going to move to the upside. And so what we don't want to do is take capital and put it in something that is either obviously going to sell off or just be dead money for multiple months. I would rather take that capital, much like what hedge funds and institutions do, and push it into something else that looks like it's about to break out. We never want money just sitting around doing nothing. Now, if we simply bought and held through these breakouts, you can see that obviously over the past 20 years, we would have done very well. But even over the past 10 years, we would have done very, very well. We would have made 450% in this run from 2015 to 2017, 21% from 2018 to 2019, 246% from 2019 to 2020, 15% from 2021 to 2022, and we would have made another 50% from 2023 to 2024. Now, the more important thing that I want you to also notice here is not just how much money we would have made, but more importantly, how we would have not had to deal with all of this massive sell-off that we've had in recent years. Because when this BX trender is red, sellers are in control. And if sellers are in control, we don't want to be buying. Now, I, as an active trader, will look to buy at key smart money zones. So that's why, for those of you who follow me religiously, we were buying down here at $80 to $85. But we explained that in a different course called the Smart Money Mastery course. What we're going over today is more just for long-term investors or people who want the simplest strategy known to man. During these market sell-offs and the BX trender is red, you would have sat out and not had to worry at all about your investment. Why hold on to a stock, even if you believe in it long term, if it's dumping 40, 50% over multi-year periods? There's just no reason, in my personal opinion, to be doing that. I would rather wait until we get buying pressure again and then play that breakout. I mean, even if we go back and look at the 2008 financial crisis, we would have made a 54% return on AMD from 2005 to 2006. And guess what? We would have sold and we would have literally negated this massive 70 to 85% downturn. Now, it doesn't mean we're always going to win, right? Right here, we would have had a 25% loss, followed up by another 9% loss, but that's fine. The goal here is to limit our downside. Historically, the win rate or the amount of times that we would win is less than a coin toss. We would only be making profits when we take a position here 47% of the time. But the most important thing to look at here is your risk versus reward ratio, meaning how much money would you make when you win versus when you lose. If we look at my historical performance in my fund over the past 3.5 to 4 years, I only have a win rate of 61%, yet we've made over $5 million because winning is not the only part of the game. What's more important is how much are you winning when you win, in this case 137% on average, versus how much are you losing when you lose, which is on average 21%. And so this strategy here is extremely powerful. And if we look at AMD right now, it is currently meeting that criteria. Now, I was buying aggressively between $80 and $90 because that's where our smart money zone was that I talked about earlier. But I do think that over the next couple of months, going in the next 6 to 12 months, AMD will be up at $250 to $290. We might see some short term pullbacks in the interim, but I do think there's a very good chance that this breakout will continue. As always, guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the support. The link to all of our courses and indicators are down in the description completely for free, and I'll see you next.